To be honest, I miss life in Sasanami. Just lying in the grass, breathing in all that nature.
Athena became the leader of the Knights of Convallaria when she was only 16 years old. She did so by challenging her brother Argo, the leader at the time, during the Knights tournament, claiming he was cheating. And she won. It was another astounding achievement in Athena's career. She had already become the youngest knight ever at 9 years old. The Knights of Convallaria changed a lot under Athena's leadership. For example, those deemed unsuitable or too old were relieved from their ranks. She did this to ensure that the knights stayed ready to face evil and corruption wherever it was found. After these changes, the Knights investigators started solving many more cases. Coric's analysis says that Amorphes now has the lowest crime rate in all the zones, thanks to the Knights' strict maintenance of law and order. The other stories are more like rumors. When Colleen Pallas of the illustrious Pallas family died, her grandnephew Argo became head of the family. And he kicked Athena out of the family and stripped her of the Pallas name after the Knights tournament. Sheesh! He was just getting back at her because she ended up taking over his power.
Breakfast is served in the dining room, honored guests.
Today we have a selection of pancakes made with dairy milk, pumpkin, and yellow bean soup, and Stellaris sausages, all carefully curated by Mintha, who is eagerly awaiting your feedback.
You talk too much, Luke. A chauffeur will pick you up after breakfast.
A chauffeur? Where are we going?
Oh, I didn't have time to tell you. These next few days will be hectic with the opening of the ceremony just around the corner. The Knights have lifted all lockdowns, so now things are mostly back to normal. This means that, as one of the council members, I will be extremely busy. So, I would like to play the role of consummate host today, while I still have time, and that means a visit to the Stellaris Academy.
The Stellaris Academy? That's...
the greatest art school in all of Amorphes, and the seat of the Astral Council. Assuming the customary schedule is followed, the Artists' ceremony will be held again in the Grand Square of the Stellaris Academy.
Technically, we built the academy and the offices on top where the ceremony first took place, but it's basically the same.
Administrator and Verthandi, you are both in for a real treat. Ooh. Since you have Senator Hades with you, I think you're going to see a lot more of the academy than most people.
GAZER's AI is cutting edge, I see. You seem to know a lot about Amorphes. The ceremony has been held 19 times already. It displays the wonders of Amorphes to other Sapphire zones, and it encourages the associations to pursue excellence by competing with each other. The winners get lifelong riches and prestige, and the best works in each category are honored with a permanent display in the Academy's collection, the Stellaris Temple.
Oh, sounds impressive. Lady Hades, can we have a look at the collection?
The collection is only open to the public twice a year, in February and October. But I believe we can make an exception for guests who have traveled so far.
Yay! Wow, it's like a palace out of a history book.
The lobby is filled with some of the lesser pieces. Inside, there is an area for each of the various arts. So what catches your fancy today? Painting? Sculpture? Dance recordings and costumes?
It's a tough call. There's no way we can visit all of them today, can we? I wish I was a Stellaris Academy student. I could spend as much time as I want here, learning and living.
That might be because you're accompanied by a senator. One of the senators who brought Amorphes out of the dark times and re-established the orderly society we have today.
Oh my, it's Oceanus. Good morning.
The Council is the embodiment of precision and correctness. Thus, it naturally receives significant respect. Even the least of the senators is honored in public because she holds a council seat. But there are times when such a senator forgets her proper place and responsibilities.
Good morning, Lady Hades. Apologies. Father is not deliberately ignoring you, but once he begins one of his critical tirades, he never stops.
I know.
It's hard to find another person who's spent so long learning the arts without anything to show for it. You'd think such a person would have learned something of dignity. Good morning, Hades.
Seems like a very serious person.
Let me introduce the third senator, Oceanus. You can consider him my colleague. And this is his son, Enlil.
Son?
Adopted son. They're also modifiers.
Good day to you. I heard we had 2 visitors all the way from Einsof. I hope you very much enjoy your stay in Amorphis.
As for you, Hades, Athena told me that the thieves were brought to justice in the Society of Muses. Now that the issue is resolved, I hope the ceremony will start on time. Then all the delayed works must be dealt with as soon as possible.
Yes, indeed.
You haven't seemed very interested in the preparations, but you must have heard about all the problems, of course. And as one of the overseers, you can hardly wait until tomorrow before resuming work. But who am I talking to? I hadn't hoped that you would take this as seriously as I do. I just thought I'd try since I heard that you were visiting. Let's go, Enlil.
Yes, Father. I'm sorry, but my father is under tremendous pressure. Normally, he's quite pleasant.
All right then, let us continue. Mintha, Luke, look after our guests. The impudent shall get their due. Dance, my maid! Shoddy little puppet.
Enemies! Watch out!
Surrender your everything within my command.
We'll see who wins after this!
Give them their liberation!
Take my sword!
The end was doomed long ago, as expected.